and there are 330 million deities. What does that mean? We have 330 million possibilities, dimensions in us. Each dimension can be taken out and created as a deity. In Bharat, the temples had much bigger role in the past. Temples were points of distribution, education, rejuvenation, not only rejuvenation, education, distribution, all there. So mostly the deity, as per the Hindu system, the deity is like the preside, like you are the landlord, the house owner. That same status. In the temple, the deity has the status of the owner. And the deity, as per the system to maintain the deity, that's the system of the temple. Nobody can touch it. A priest has to follow that system. And each deity has a different system. And there are 330 million deities. What does that mean? We have 330 million possibilities, dimensions in us. Each dimension can be taken out and created as a deity. It doesn't mean that we worship 330 million deities. Not possible in a lifetime. But it is created in such a way, this is the beauty, that we have all these dimensions. It is respecting the 330 million possibilities of human existence. All are possible. We have actually forgotten our system, our education system, or the way we are brought up has completely eclipsed the truth that we are multidimensional. What are we believing we are? Unidimensional. How silly. Our possibility is originally intergalactic, but we are stuck to, or we are locked into a particular form, particular identity, particular gender, place, time, situation, limitation. But that's not us truly. We are truly multidimensional. That's why 330 million possibilities we have. And you can worship any possibility or any dimension that suits you. You don't have to worship the dimension that another one worships. In other words, 8 billion people can have their personal deity externally. Internally, you are all deities. You are all unique. Your thumb impression is unique to you. The texture of retina of your eyes is unique to you. So creation has always been unique. You are not another. You are not even comparable. But do we think like that? What a stupidity it is to compete or to compare us with another. We are all unique. Instead of accepting our uniqueness, originality, we tend to compare. That is actually insulting ourselves. We are unique. We are original. Nobody like us. Now we think, oh, I'm not like that person. I'm not like this person. I'm not good enough. Who says so? You say so. Nobody else says this. So we actually diminish our possibility to a simple, single, unidimensional nature, and we suffer. Suffering is because of that. Entire system helps you to dilute yourself to almost zero, or the reflection of another. In the education system, we force the children to compete with other students. In what? Getting some marks. That means total eclipse of originality. Total eclipse of originality. Each child is potentially a leader. All of us are leaders. At least we are leading a household. Minimum. We have some leadership in us, for sure. Sometimes it's a state or a society or a country. But minimum, all of us, man, woman, take any gender, we are leading something. We have leadership in us. This leadership is connected to our originality. We lead as per what we are, correct? We cannot lead as per what other people are. We are leading a life, our life. We are leading a society. We are dealing with the society as per what we are. We cannot deal with anything as another because we are not another. I am not you and I don't have to be you. You are not another. You don't have to be another. What is your authenticity? What is your authenticity? Being you. That's your total authenticity. If you don't respect it, you don't understand the philosophy of 330 million gods. There's only one God, supreme energy, pure brightness, which is beyond dimensions, beyond everything, all-encompassing, beyond matter. This is the supreme consciousness, which is impossible to measure. It's infinity. We can only perceive. When can you know this infinity? When you become infinity. Then you don't come back and tell how it is. Because through mouth, through experience you can, but then experience, you become experience. The talkable experience, you cannot talk about God. We cannot understand God. But we can understand dimensions of God. That's why we kept idols. I repeat, we can understand dimensions of God. 8 billion people are 8 billion dimensions of God. We can understand that. We can perceive that. We can feel it, touch it. That's why idols are created. So that you can understand, okay, this dimension is possible. And that dimension has range of activity, possibilities. We all have possibilities, right? We have possibilities. One of the major possibilities is that we eat food and sleep and work on IT. So these are all possibilities. We do have possibilities, right? Every idol has possibilities, range. Shiva's possibility is extreme stillness. Shiva, stillness. What is stillness? When you are all-encompassing, you are not moving. For movement, you need space. Imagine you are filling the whole space. How do you move? Can you move? Because you are everything. The whole space is filled by you. That is Shiva. Vishnu is the maintaining this space occupancy, like your police department in a way. They ensure law and order. So Sanatana, the dharma, the righteousness, the duty, the continuity is maintained by Mahavishnu. Shakti is movement. What is the Shakti which is perceivable? Your Kundalini Shakti, the Shakti inside you. And when that Shakti attains the state of stillness, you call it enlightenment or God realization also. Everything is scientific here. And everything is experienceable. But we are not actually looking at any of these possibilities. What are we looking at? Give me something. Go to a temple. Glorious begging, right? This is what we do. We create a God which is demanding, which has demands. And then we demand from the God. And then we say, I am your slave. Who asked you to become slave of anything? So this is it. 330 million deities are a reality. It's truth. Many people do not know why the Hindu system has 330 million deities. It's just a representation of 330 million possibilities of supreme consciousness. And it is true. Example, all the beings walking on earth, walking, crawling, swimming, flying on earth. They are all representations of supreme consciousness.